Hi everybody, thanks for logging on to our Facebook page. Today I'd like to introduce you to our inductee to the New York State Veterans Hall of Fame from the 55th State Senate District. His name is Captain John White.
See, now that's a fishy spot right there, the little overhang.
John White is passionate about a lot of things. Today, it's fly fishing.
Another good day of fishing and a bad day of catching.
John and his wife Sandy have been together since college, and they have shared the call to duty.
I think once you serve in the military, you develop a heart for service.
So they cast their time into community service, which includes Rochester Rotary, the Foundation Board at Rochester Regional Health, One Team, One Fight, and the committee working to construct a Gold Star Memorial at Whitehaven Memorial Park.
It honors the family's sacrifice. There's always going to be a place at the table. There's always going to be a memory. There's always going to be a family relationship where someone's missing, and that hurts, and it's deep.
Helping veterans and their families is important to John White. He happens to be one of our district's most distinguished vets.
But my dream and my goal was to become a naval aviator.
Except for one little problem.
I flunked the hearing test.
At that point, John took on an administrative position, but the lure of military service remained strong.
I still felt that tug from the standpoint that I wanted to serve, and so I joined the Marine Corps. John White, Captain, United States Marine Corps, 09-51-51.
Then it was off to Vietnam.
I was actually in country for 4 months. Got shot up pretty bad during a major operation against the North Vietnamese regulars. And from there spent the next 14 months in various naval hospitals. During this period of temporary or limited duty, if you will, my assignment was to actually give speeches to congressional funding committees. And so that formative experience in the United States Marine Corps, when I was on limited duty and hoping I got healthy enough to go back to full duty, was something that actually formed the basis of my career.
That operation in Vietnam ultimately meant receiving a Purple Heart.
My wife always says of all of the medals that John has, the one that he wished he didn't have was the Purple Heart.
But there was more. John White also earned a Silver Star.
Was a terrible day. It was a serious level of combat involved with the North Vietnamese Regular Army. My moral obligation and my moral authority then was to protect my men, and that's all I was doing that day, was trying to, as best I could, to protect the lives of my men.
50 years after that fierce battle, John was able to reconnect with some of those men. He organized a class reunion at Quantico last year.
4 days worth of cheers, beers, and tears.
There were no fish on the line today, but Captain White did reel in another honor. He is our choice for the New York State Veterans Hall of Fame from the 55th State Senate District.
The selection for the Veterans Hall of Fame is extraordinary in terms of how humbled I am. When I look at all of the veterans from the state of New York, when I look at all of the veterans that I served with and that I serve on council and committees and agencies with today, I find that to be an incredible honor.
Captain John White will be honored at a special ceremony in the state capitol Tuesday, May 24th. My thanks to you for the many submissions this year. If you'd like to nominate somebody from the 55th District to the New York State Veterans Hall of Fame for 2017, please submit in writing to our district office the veteran's name, address, phone number, rank at the end of their service, and tell us why they're being nominated. Until next time, I'm Senator Rich Funke.